Let's do some knife throwing.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Beginner's luck. It happens to the best. That was bad luck. You still have a lot to learn. Your eye already knows the target.
Let's do some knife throwing.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Beginner's luck. Bloody hell! It had to happen. That was bad luck. I'm impressed. I know we didn't wager any gold, but here, take this. Anyone who can throw like that shouldn't go home empty-handed.
Stop! Not another step. You're not going to just saunter in here, are you?
And what if I am?
No way. General Magnus doesn't want anyone to disturb the mages. So without the General's permission, I'm not letting anyone in. Are we clear?
I see. General Magnus asked me to speak to the mages.
Oh, yeah? And I'm supposed to believe that?
Do I have to get the General down here?
Nah. Forget it, I believe you. For all I care, just go in if you want.
Are you this friendly to everyone?
You aren't responsible for the mage's safety. If anything goes wrong or goes missing, I'm the one who gets it in the neck. They don't pay me nearly enough for this shit.
I'm sure you'll do fine.
Not like I've got a choice. I thought being a guardian would make me rich and famous. I'd go out and do some heroic deeds, and everyone in the tavern would love me for it. Instead, I just hang about here. And every once in a while, some cretin comes by and wants to compete with me.
How about some arm wrestling?
I knew it. Haven't you got anything better to do?
You scared?
No way. I'll break your arm. But we'll only wrestle once, for gold. And the winner takes all. Just so you know, I'm only ever at the tavern until noon. If you want to wrestle later than that, you can forget it. I'm on duty then.
Hey, I'm a Gila. If you need something special or want to get rid of a few crystals, I'm your man.
Got any good tips?
Sure, if you're looking for weapons, talk to Gordon and Stanley. You can earn gold in arm wrestling matches or by throwing knives. Oh, and if you get the opportunity, run an errand for the mages. The rewards are worth it. You can also earn the odd coin drinking. I usually drink from late at night until dawn.
What's knife throwing like?
It's only for guys with a steady hand. You have to get the right moment to throw the knife. And if you need an opponent, ask around near the target. If you see someone training there, you can challenge them.
Do you trade information as well?
Our little bird twittered an interesting tidbit to me recently.
I don't suppose the bird was called Wells.
Damn! How did you know?
It's all over town.
So you know Wells. Yes, I got the information from him. Apparently, the mages have got themselves a nice pile of crystals. I bet a smart guy like you would have use for some of them.
As for the mage's crystals...
Not so fast, Mike. Information has a price, and I want gold.
What do you get out of it once I get the crystals?
Not much, other than the few gold coins I ask in payment for some information. It's more of a personal matter. I got caught stealing something from them once. The reprimand stung, and it still does today. I would feel a certain gratification if you stole from them.
Which mages?
Well, I heard that Nurgle, the alchemist, keeps his valuables in a chest. And Lumbrock has a guard posted outside his room around the clock. He might as well have shouted from the rooftops that he's got something worth stealing. Master Faruko is the last one. Picking his chest will be quite a feat.
How do I get at the mage's chests?
You shouldn't have any difficulties with Nurgle. He's so scatterbrained he doesn't even lock it. It may take some sweet talking to get to Lumbrock's chest, though. The guard is pretty on the ball. But if you get a job from Lumbrock, you'd be able to enter his room, so good luck. As for Faruko, let me think. I heard he possesses a key. Talk to him and feel him out.
I'll look into the matter with the crystals.
Good idea. It's time someone took stock there. And I think their records will soon show stocks are low, eh?
The mage's house. I hate so-called clean magic. Where's the fun in that?
What smells so good?
Who? What? Matricaria resutita.
Matri what?
Good God. Chamomile, cretin.
So you're the alchemist?
A little louder, please. I'm a bit hard of hearing.
I asked if you're the alchemist.
Of course I am. I mean crystals. Pff. The real magic is in plants.
What are you working on right now?
You should know that we have multiple climate zones here on Taranis.
And?
Don't interrupt. As I was saying, due to the climatic conditions, a special herb grows here that I've named the Taranis Herb. Just imagining what powers could lie hidden in this herb makes my heart flutter. However, they are scarce. If only I had 5 specimens, I could continue with my studies.
Where does the Taranis Herb grow?
Look around in the center of the island. There is a river fed by a waterfall. You should be able to find it there. Let nature be your signpost.
I'll get your Taranis Herb for you.
Excellent. Make sure you don't use too much force pulling it out of the soil. You'll receive one of my elixirs as a token of my gratitude.
Here is your Taranis Herb.
2 sugars, please.
Your Taranis Herb. Here.
Yes. Excellent. Here. You certainly have earned your banana. Now don't disturb me. I need peace and quiet so I can concentrate.
A banana? You were going to give me the elixir.
No. You asked for a banana, I'm sure.
You've overstepped the mark. Give me the elixir now.
Youth. No respect for your elders, have you? Here. Now let me work in peace.
Doesn't it get boring down here?
Boring? Au contraire. The great art of alchemy is never boring. The study of magical ingredients requires time, and don't you forget it.
All right, I understand.
No, and no.
What?
The blue plants, not the green.
Me looky. Me sada. Gnu halpo.
Oh, you useless dwarf. Go and stand in the corner.
Me takitini planta, grana planta.
What are you doing?
Pronto planta, maro planta, wico planta.
All right, let's drop the subject. It belonged to the leader of the expedition that discovered the Fountain of Youth. But he died before he could imbibe the deadly water himself. The vial is said to be buried on Takarigua. I see.
Where's... What? Oh, are you new here?
Well spotted, old man.
Don't give me any cheek. Could you assist me, soldier? Or, wait a moment, what was I saying?
I'm not a soldier.
Really? Well, my eyes aren't the best these days, you know. How can I help you, young man?
I've heard coconut oil is good for your brain. Maybe you should try it before something else goes wrong.
Coconut oil? Why don't you put some proper clothes on before you talk to me like that?
You seem a little confused.
Yes, that's true. I'm about to make a breakthrough in my small experiment, but I'm still missing something important. I just keep getting carried away there. What did you say you want?
Where is your experiment?
The experiment is nowhere, just in my head. It's well, what?
No idea.
A thought experiment.
Right.
Yes, you see, I'm trying to determine the amount of energy that our monolith network needs for the reactor.
Reactor? What's that?
Oh, do you want to see the reactor? It's my greatest creation to date.
Really?
Follow me. I'll show you what we have achieved. This building and the one on the far side of the canyon form a circular focal point. We call it a reactor or a magical ring. The flows of magical energy converge beneath the bridge between the two buildings. Once the reactor starts running, it disrupts the equilibrium of the elements. The Titans don't like that at all, and they will give Taranis a wide berth in order to avoid the flow of energy. Fascinating, isn't it?
Right. Sounds complicated.
The lightning monoliths erected on Taranis accumulate the island's magical energy. They stand in a most favorable constellation for the energy flux. All we have to do is divert it to the crystals in our reactor. Easy.
I see. Impressive construction.
Indeed. However, we only managed to start up the reactor once, and that was only briefly. We quickly realized that we couldn't keep up the flow of energy for long. We simply need more magical power in order to keep the reactor operational. We need to reinforce the network with suitably large monolith stones.
What are you waiting for?
The monolith stones haven't reached their destination yet. I've been waiting for days to hear news that the stones have been installed.
You mean the stones need to be inserted into the lightning monoliths?
Oh, you have been paying attention. Yes, exactly.
About the monoliths. How many monolith stones do we need?
3 stones for 3 lightning monoliths. Our old friend Difuego got one of them from us. A gnome named Kasim. But the little chap should have been back ages ago.
Who did you send to get Difuego's stone?
A cadet named Horace headed to Takarigua on our orders. That was several days ago. I hope he'll be back soon.
I think I can help you with the lightning monoliths.
Really? How?
Let me take care of it.
That's true in theory, but the problem is, even if we have all the stones,
What then?
the monoliths are very far away, and they're surrounded by wild animals. Make sure you're well equipped if you head out there.
Thanks for the advice. You trusted a gnome with something as important as that?
Why not? They work alongside with us.
All right, once again for the deaf. Have you placed several shiny stones into the hands of a gnome?
Yes?
And now you expect him to willingly deliver them?
Yes.
I think you should leave matters to someone else.
But how? How are we supposed to find Kasim again?
Right. I'll take care of your gnome.
That would be a great help. But don't forget, Kasim is his name.
What was a mage doing with someone like Governor Di Fuego?
We were once... how should I put it? Let's just say we were business partners. It was a long time ago, you must understand.
What happened?
Well, he supported our research. And in return, we supplied him all the crystals and minerals that we couldn't use from the mines around Caldera. It went well for quite some time, until the day that all the mages were banned from Caldera. We had just enough time to save our skins. In the end, we were able to save 2 monolith stones from the chaos. The third one remained on Caldera. I think the Inquisition soldiers gave it to Di Fuego.
Who is the most powerful mage among you?
The Honorable Mage, Zacharias.
Right. And where is he?
He is with his research subject behind the reactor, on the other side of the Great Canyon in the northeast.
How do I get to meet Zacharias?
He's deeply engrossed in his research. He's most interested in the reactor. He needs its magical energy for his research project. As long as the reactor isn't working again, I fear that he's not going to see anyone.
I see.
What a wonderful spot for a mass sacrifice.
Don't think about it.
Well, well. A new face here on Taranis. Reason for your stay on Taranis?
I'm searching for answers.
Aren't we all? But we don't prevent anyone from working. When I'm in search of answers, I study the old scriptures. That takes up a lot of time, not to mention sleep. But let's get on with the procedure. I will document and archive your arrival. Every bit of information could be important.
Well, if you say so. Why do you need all this information?
There has to be an institution of some sort in this time and age that consolidates the knowledge of all mankind. If we lose that knowledge, we lose all chance of a future. Just thinking of how much knowledge was lost during the conflict with the Inquisition makes me shudder.
Can you tell me something about the shadows?
Let me think. It's not the first time that their kind walks this earth. Something is driving them on, but I can't say what it is. All I know for sure is that if they're not stopped, the existence of mankind hangs in the balance. But thanks to our reactor, we're equipped for the challenge.
How were the shadows defeated back then?
Your perspicacity astonishes me. This question is indeed worth considering. I don't think that people back then could have created anything like our reactor. Maybe the demon hunters or the natives will be able to provide the answer. But I wouldn't expect any sensible answers from their hocus pocus.
Aren't you worried that someone might steal the books?
No. There aren't many among the drunkards who can read. So our parchment won't be of interest to them. Losing the crystals would be the worst thing that could happen to us mages. But we've taken precautions.
How are you going to stop thieves?
The simplest means are also the most effective. Take me, for example. My valuables are always stored in my own chest. And because every single thief will search my body for the key, I have given it to the gnome Zakia. You see, it's a system that's completely safe.
Zakia likes gold. Hummy has gold?
Stop fucking begging.
Great Hummy give nothing to Zakia? Then Homie creepo buttholo?
Go earn your own gold.
No! If Hummies give gold, Zakia happy. You give Zakia gold, and Zakia tell you something.
Do the Guardians even trust you, gnomes?
Guardians only trust Magic Man. But eyes of Guardians overlook GNU, so they not see when we do business.
Right. How many gnomes live on Taranis?
5.
5?
Does Zakia get more gold if he says higher number?
No, Zakia gets nothing because he can't count. Give me my gold back.
Well, okay.
All I got back from you is 4 gold. 1 is still missing.
But 4 is much more than 5, and half of 8 is...
Forget it. Keep the coin. You have Master Faruko's key.
Faru? Zakia know naught about what Hummy say.
Faruko, the mage.
Oh, Magic Man. Yes, Zakia knows Mata Faruko, but no key. Hummy, look somewhere else.
Come on, little man. Who's got the key?
Okay, Zakia thinks. Yep. Zakia remembers. Hummy that does washing has key. Vetranio. That's name of Hummy.
Thanks.
Again, thanks for everything.
You're not a guardian, are you?
No, the mages saved me, so I'm doing my share here in the camp. I don't know the last thing about magic, but I can forge a good sword, and a solid blade is a loyal companion in these times.
You've got to hand it to him. He's right. Without good blades, we're doomed.
Ready for some drinking?
Fine with me, as long as you don't throw up. Is there a prize? If you manage to beat me, I'll give you something very special. Small pliers. A pickpocket would do anything for some of those.
Not bad.
No spilling or stabbing, unless you're empty. Let's go. Bollocks. Not bad. Looks like you were weaned on liquor. Here's your estate, as well as the pliers. I guess I better put it on the tab in future.
Everything's spinning.
You lost?
Zakia said you've got the key from Master Faruko.
Key? Me? You must be mistaken. Who is Zakia, anyway?
A gnome here at the camp. Ring a bell?
No. I don't have any dealings with them. I have to do the laundry, or did you forget? So I suggest that you speak to this Zakia, or whoever you get your information from.
Vetranio says he doesn't have the key.
Laundry Hummy Nick's key? Then someone else must have key. Must be Magnus, is General of Hummies.
Now you're taking the piss. Oh, I'll count to 3. If the key is not in my pocket by then, I'll...
But Zakir Nix!
1.
Really? Homie must believe!
2.
Okay. Homie wins. Zakir lied, but we'll make it better and give Homie key. Here.
There. Why didn't you just do that in the first place?
Where's?
Do you think I'm blind?
I found your Urikulki.
Oh! Zakir thought Urikulki was safe in chest of Mata Faruko. Now Zakir needs new hiding place. A better hiding place.
You'll manage.
Yep. Zakir is smarter than any homie.
Why is a pipe your Urikulki?
Wood smoker is strange dingy. Turns herbs into smoke. Tastes lovely.
You smoke?
Yes, but only when nobody looking. Zakir doesn't want to have to share.
Show me how good you are with a knife.
Okay. I can hit a fly at 100 inches with my weapon.
Yeah, let's start, shall we?
Let's go! You're one hell of a shot! I'm going to lose it! What the bloody hell? You were just lucky.
Right.
I can't remember we had a bet on anything, but I'll play along. I have enough of it.
All right. A round of arm wrestling.
Let's get this over with. Don't think it's gonna be easy.
So, what do you say?
All right. Take the gold and leave me in peace.
Another bout of arm wrestling?
I'm not interested. You really twisted my arm there.
Just luck. Try harder.
All right. I don't hold training sessions. And just so we're clear, I only arm wrestle in the morning. That's unbelievable!
Huh?
Oh, you not magic man. Busy see right away.
Well, it wasn't difficult.
Oh, that's where you wrong, homie. Busy do many dingy for magic men. I am important GNU, help lots. Without help of GNU, big chaos.
Do the mages treat you well?
If Busy sped at helpo, magic men smiler.
I understand. The mages are happy with you if you work hard.
Yip, that's why work lots, no blah blah. Master Lumbrock always say, speech is silver, violence is gold.
Its speech is silver, silence is gold.
Homie, sure?
Very sure.
Hey, no!
Well, well. Look what we have here. What brings you to me? Knowledge of magic? No, someone like you will never understand that.
Your stock of crystals must magically attract thieves.
Thieves? Imbecile. What sort of fool would try to steal from a mage? And just in case anyone gives it a try, I've posted a guard outside my chambers. I need not worry about my valuables.
If no one's going to steal from you, why not get rid of the guard outside your room?
Get rid of him? Me? It's a question of status. I've earned this luxury. I'm not some simple turnip farmer. Enough talk. My time is valuable, and because you have hogged so much of it for yourself, you are now going to get me a book from my chambers. Tell the guard you're acting on my orders. Bring me the book, Metaphysical Transcendence. That'll make it sometime today.
Stop! Master Lumbrock's private quarters are not the place for you.
Is that so?
Yes, and my orders were extremely clear. Nobody is allowed to enter, and I'm sticking to that.
Let me through.
Without good reason, no.
Master Lumbrock asked me to get a book.
Oh, he did he? Well, I happen to know the book's in his quarters. So tell me its title. Let's see if you're telling the truth.
Metaphysical Transcendence.
We do have that book. All right, you can pass. But remember, only that book, nothing else. Don't bother me while I'm working.
I've got the book you wanted.
Impressive. It's truly one of a kind. But of course, you don't know that. Master Horatio, may he rest in peace, wrote it himself. But I can see that you're not interested. Just take this gold as payment. That ought to be enough for hired muscle like you.
Have you got any work for me?
I assume you're not offering to restructure our filing system, are you?
No.
Good. Gnomes could do it better than you anyway. But there's one thing you could do for me. The intensive study of magic often makes me hungry. And my palate demands delicacies from across the southern seas. If you find any specialities on your journeys, I'd be prepared to buy them from you.
And as for your delicacies, would you like something special on your plate?
What kind of question is that? A gourmet like me always eats the most exquisite food. An exquisite cheese, a delicious ham, or some dainty mussels. That is how I prefer to dine. Top it off with an aromatic wine.
I'll see what I can find.
Excellent. But don't even think of serving me something common. I don't want to be sick.
Any idea where I might find your specialities?
I heard that the demon hunters on Calidor serve a delicious ham. I also know of a pirate who's a master of brewing. I believe his name is Bruce. As for the mussels, you'd best look on Antigua. And the cheese. Well, Zacharias, head of our order, had a unique one delivered recently.
What do you want with the mages?
I take care of many things that the average soul could never comprehend. It is down to me, and me alone, to make sure our crystal gloves exceed all expectations. Thanks to the gloves, each guardian is able to focus the magic that we mages wield intuitively.
I want to learn how to use the crystal glove.
You? No. Only someone who serves the Guardians may receive this honor. Until you've been sworn in, you will be forbidden to use the crystal gloves.
I still have to make some calculations. Starting the reactor has top priority.
Wiry physique, distinctive facial features, interesting.
Sorry, not interested.
What? No, I didn't mean it like that. Allow me to introduce myself, Ilvar, paranormalist and precision engineer. It's in the nature of my profession that I always examine my surroundings very closely.
What on earth is a paranormalist?
An inquisitive student, most excellent. My area of research is other worlds that are invisible to the human eye. I combine the results of my research with my artisan skills to manufacture various oculars. When you look through one of my oculars, your vision will increase by 500%.
So what can your oculars make visible?
In layman's terms, they grant you a differentiated look into the astral sphere, depending on the prism you use. The knack here is to catch the particular wave band to give you the required result.
In layman's terms, right.
Please excuse me. The frequent disputes with my brothers here mean I sometimes find it difficult to use a more polite manner of speech.
Don't worry about it. Could you sell me an ocular?
Oculars, no. But the prisms you need for them, yes. Only if you join our covenant. Discuss it with General Magnus.
Dispute? I thought you mages stick together.
If only you knew. For instance, take this old codger Nurgle. He sits in his cellar all day looking after his plants. But the crystals are the reason we are here on Taranis at all.
Can you teach me something?
We'll see.
As for the mage's crystals, I've emptied all the mage's chests.
I'm impressed. Not bad. Were you brought up by gnomes? I'd give anything to see the look on their faces when they realize the chests are empty. One final piece of advice. Don't boast about it in the camp. Otherwise the crystals will be gone before you can say Inquisition.
I bet you've collected a few crystals already.
I finagled some.
Very good. I was stripped of everything because the mages have been robbed. I'm sure you can help me out with some crystals.
Here's some for you.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Hey there, short ass.
Palupo di paga nupsi.
Yeah, well, whatever.
No? You don't understand nothing? Good. That's because me no monolith stone. All gone. Kasim no longer have stone. You don't be bashing Kumpo Gunu.
It's alright, I understand. You no longer have the stones, I get it.
Yip yip.
Monolith stones. I should tell the mage responsible about this little chap here.
No more blab.
I know where Kasim the gnome is. I spoke with him.
What?
He's around the camp somewhere.
Really? Oh, I can't tell those little guys apart. He was supposed to bring the stones.
Kasim claims that he doesn't have the stones anymore.
Ah, that lying little bastard. Bah, why should I get all worked up about this? He's just a gnome. And because he's a gnome, he's hidden his treasure somewhere. All you have to do is tell him that someone's found his treasure. You'll see how quickly he takes off to check if it's true.
He's not that stupid. But I could follow him.
If you do, make sure you're not discovered. It's not easy.
We'll see. The mage, Erasmus, needs the monolith stones for his reactor.
Kasim no stones.
You're lying. You've definitely hidden them somewhere.
Gaga homie. No make hide. Kasim honest Ganu.
Fine. I'll get the stones on my own.
Huh? Why? You not know where stones?
You think? I just saw a few gnomes playing with your monolith stones.
Oh, no. I mean, don't interest me.
Yeah, I bet.
Homie now go. Kasim has things to do.
Good. Let's see if the little shit has taken the bait yet. Now, I just have to follow him when he leaves. And make sure he doesn't see me. Is that even him? They all look exactly alike.
You can stop sneaking, I saw you.
Right.
Homie not follow Kasim. Kasim going back home now.
No. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Ah, I've caught you. So this is where you're hiding.
Ah, crapper. Homie plan the chest if homie like. Only no Basha Kasim. I'll quickly nipple home too. Yip. No more blah blah.
Don't even think about it. I'll be all over you the moment you do.
About the monoliths. I found Kasim's monolith stones.
Ha! That means he really did hide them somewhere. Well, good that they're back now. They just have to be placed in the lightning monoliths. We must hurry, young man.
Listen, always pay attention to the person next to you. You have to cover each other's backs. You win in a battle with an attack, but...
What did the mages save you from?
It all happened too long ago for you to be remotely interested.
You're wrong. Tell me the story.
It all started back in the time when the Inquisition and the mages were still making common cores. I was already a smith then, and I was doing loads of overtime. I was so overworked that I forgot to fold one particular blade properly.
Okay, so you forged a bad blade, so?
But that's just it. That sodding blade ended up going to the Commandant. And of course, it snapped. He wanted to have my guts for garters. So I packed my things and went over to the mages. I never have made it without them.
So, returning to the Inquisition is not an option?
Definitely not. I hardly think they would welcome a deserter back with open arms. No, my place is here. The mages will accomplish what the Inquisition failed to do.
And that is?
Defeat the Titans, once and for all.
I think I've heard enough.
All right. I have another iron in the fire anyway.
What do you do when you're not at the forge?
I sleep.
Right.
Well, sometimes I have a little drink in the tavern after midnight. When you bang on the anvil as much as I do, sometimes your hand starts to get a little shaky. A strong drink helps to steady the bones, you know. And if you can have a drinking contest with someone on the same night, all the better.
Tell me about blacksmithing.
I owe the mages, so you'll have to pay me. Or if you're afraid of sparks, you'll be a terrible blacksmith. If all you need is a better weapon, I can sell you one.
Teach me something. How do you forge weapons?
It's an art in itself. When you heat up the steel, you have to be careful that it doesn't get too hot. Otherwise, it will become charred. The same goes for tempering the steel. You can make steel almost as hard as glass. However, bear in mind that it will become both sharper and more brittle the harder it is. Just experiment until you find the perfect combination of hot and cold. What are you planning to do with that weapon? Good. Now don't do that again. Do you think I don't see you there?
Oiled crankshafts were rarely used in crossbows, despite their obvious efficiency. Since most shooters have started using firearms, likely no one there is interested any longer. A final specimen is said to have been owned by a lighthouse keeper on Calador.
Yes, I know. You're new here, and you want a quick way to learn magic. Forget it. Magic requires practice and concentration. If you expect quick success, you'll be quick to fail.
How do you know that I'll fail?
Because anyone who goes into battle unprepared is doomed to fail. Being prepared doesn't mean having proved your skills in every tavern on the continent. No. Only discipline, training, and self-sacrifice can lead to success. And now, I have other matters to attend to.
I want to learn more about crystal magic.
I don't have much time, so you'll have to make do with the short version. Crystal magic may appear to be another, random form of magic to the uninitiated. Yet it is capable of so much more. It contains a power to rival even that of the Titans.
How can a few crystals stop Titans?
Have you never heard that faith can move mountains? It's similar with crystals, but more practical. It's possible to channel their magic. The sooner we understand their complex structures, the stronger the magical power we can extract from them.
Where do these crystals originate?
An interesting, albeit irrelevant question. Perhaps they were a final gift from the gods, given to protect mankind from their doom. Perhaps they simply lay concealed beneath the rock for eons. In the end, all that matters is we've got them.
Sounds to me as if you want to play God.
The gods have forsaken us, and we have no need for them anymore. These crystals give us power to restore order. They are the key to man's continued survival. And so, we shall use them.
Thanks. I think I've heard enough for now.
Good. I think this little chit-chat added to your knowledge. Now go back to your chores.
What can you teach me?
Just ask me.
What do I have to know about forging?
Anything you can teach me?
If your offer's fair?
Teach me how to pick locks.
The important part is not to be seen doing it. But I don't need to tell you that. I'm assuming you won't be doing anything illegal with this knowledge. So, you go to your own chest, to which you've lost the key. Then, you take a piece of pliable metal and fumble around with it in the lock. First, you feel out the mechanism so you get an idea of how it's made. Then you bend the metal so you can trigger the mechanism.
I want to be a better pickpocket. Can you help me?
If you want to go unnoticed, don't spend too much time fumbling around in his pockets. Best thing is to approach him quickly, bump into him or distract him. Slide your fingers in the pocket and take what you want. If you've got time, then you can put something in its place so he doesn't notice anything. Then you get out of there.
Tell me something about firearms.
All right.
I'd like to learn how to handle shotguns better.
The most important thing about shotguns is knowing your weapon's scatter radius. If you stand too far away, the impact of the shot will have the same effect as if a child had thrown it. The closer you get to your target, the more damage you can inflict. But you'll also hit a greater surface area from a greater distance. You'll have to decide which you prefer.
I'd like to land more critical hits.
All right then.
Let's see what you've got. Let's see what you've got. Teach me something.
What would you like to...
Hey, you. I know who you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're that person who weighed anchor here not too long ago. I also know what you want.
And what do I want?
Our crystals, of course. And if you want to learn magic, you're gonna need them. But you're gonna have to earn them.
How do I earn crystals?
Well, I'd say that you need a strong arm.
Let me guess. I need a fucking pickaxe.
Exactly. But if you're willing to take the risk, I can offer you a bet.
Go on.
How about a round of arm wrestling against me?
What do you need as my stake?
Forget it. Defeating you will be good enough.
Right.
You know what? You buy a round of grog for the lads if you lose.
What'll it cost me?
300 gold and you're in. Just so you know, there'll be no more crystals if you lose. So only challenge me at the tavern if you've got what it takes.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a fighter. I've never done anything else. First for the Inquisition, and now for the mages. I guard the camp alongside Frink, Magnus and the others. So if you violate the rules, I'll probably be the one who beats you up.
What are the rules of the camp?
Talk to Frink. He will teach you them.
You understand your craft.
Well, you know, eventually you will meet someone who's better than you.
But if you train me, that won't happen soon.
Well, why not? Close combat is my strong point. Let's see if I can still teach you something.
How about melee combat?
What do you want to know?
I'm not good enough yet. How about melee combat?
What do you want to know?
Tell me about your swordsmanship.
The most important thing is the grip. Make sure you always have a firm hold of your sword. The worst thing that can happen is for someone to knock the sword out of your hand. Apart from that, evade and strike. Evade and strike. It's easier than it looks.
What do you sell?